Give you another example, just to understand it better. Madam, in Bihar, BJP's ally, Janata Dal United or JDU, have 12 seats. That means BJP has 12 MPs in Bihar. And in Bengal, BJP has 12 MPs. BJP is in power in Bihar and BJP is not in power in Bengal. So Bihar gets bonanza, Bengal gets blockade. This is half federalism. Madam, not a single meaningful financial allocation has been made for the state of Bengal. This is a Bangla Birodhi budget. 1.7 lakh crore is still due to the state of West Bengal under various heads. This is a deliberate financial blockade, a calculated move to stifle Bengal's growth, prosperity and development. West Bengal's spending due on Manrega to the tune of 7,000 crore still remains unpaid, depriving 59 lakh poor workers. The state has launched Karmashri scheme for providing employment opportunities to job card holders, paying 51 lakh workers from its own funds. The central government has not cleared 8,140 crores in housing dues for rural Bengal under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, depriving 12 lakh beneficiaries. The state government launched the Banglar Bari project last year in the month of December, providing housing to 12 lakh beneficiaries entirely from the state's own funds. Why am I giving you these facts? Because all of you, especially the members sitting in the treasury benches, must know, even though you have deprived West Bengal, the state continues to stand tall as a true testament, an example of Atma Nirbharata, where the mind is without fear, where the head is held high. Chitto jeta bhoy shunno, uchcho jeta shir. While the center withhold funds and play politics with the people of Bengal and their livelihoods, Bengal refuses to beg. We build, we provide, we progress, we grow with or without their support. Bengal has more than doubled its export in the last 10 years. 57 lakh new MSMEs have been added, employing over 1 crore people. Bengal's handloom industry employs over 5 lakh workers, which is the second highest in the country. The state's broadband policy, formulated in 2020, resulted in investment of 7,500 crore in the telecom sector alone. Almost 3 lakh direct employment has been generated in IT companies. Bengal has over 88 lakh MSMEs, which is the second highest in the country. 1 out of 5 MSME are owned by women, which is highest in the country. 36% of workers in these enterprises are female, third highest in the country. Madam, now I'll come to health. India remains one of the lowest healthcare spenders globally, investing a mere 3% of its GDP, far behind China's 5% and United States of America's 16%. For a country of 140 crore people, this level of investment is not just inadequate, it's an outright betrayal of public health. The government has opened floodgates for 100% FDI in insurance, happily inviting foreign profits, but refuses to remove the crushing 18% GST on health insurance. So while the corporates enjoy free rein, the common man is taxed while they are fighting for their own lives. This is not reform. This is a rigged game where the poor and the downtrodden and the common people of the country are deliberately made to lose. Instead of strengthening government hospitals, this government prioritizes private insurance. Models like PMJAY, whose allocations shot up by 29%, essentially funneling public money into corporate pockets. Strengthening public health care could have benefited millions, but instead government chose to privatize healthcare under the guise of welfare. And if the government truly cared about public health, why has funding for mental health programs like National Tele-Mental Health Scheme has been slashed by 16%? Why is NIMHANS, which is the country's top health mental institute, facing budget cuts? The answer is simple. The government just doesn't care. If healthcare were a priority, this budget would be investing in real solutions, not just mere illusions. Under BJP rule, All of them combined, they excel in crafting headlines. But when it comes to hospitals, medicines, genuine public health investment, the reality is nothing short of an empty set. Madam, now I'll come to half minister. I spoke about half truths. I spoke about half federalism. Now let's talk about half minister. Because our part-time railway minister is also juggling between two other ministries. One is electronics and IT, and the other one is information and broadcasting. Running the Indian Railways, which is considered as a lifeline for millions, is not a side gig, madam. But under BJP, governance has become a multitasking circus, delivering half-baked results everywhere. Why I say this? Because from the time this government came in, they have discontinued the railway budget. What they have done for safety, how many kilometers have been covered under Kavach? Between 2015 to 2024, there has been 678 consequential railway accidents, where more than 784 people have lost their lives, leaving more than 2,000 injured. No wonder tracks are crumbling, the tech sector is struggling, and the media is drowning in propaganda. Then, ma'am, I come to half-baked answers. I can ask 50 questions or 100 questions to the government, but let me ask only 5. Why did you promise the people of this country a $5 trillion economy by 2025? We are in 2025 today, in the month of February. And looking at the rate India is growing, that goal will not even be achieved by 2037. Forget about 2025. Why did you slash funds for LPG connection to poor households by 30% over revised estimates? Why have you slashed funds for crop insurance scheme by 25% over revised estimates? Why has the Data Protection Board of India given only 5 crore rupees when the cost of running Parliament for a single day is more than 9 crore rupees? Why has the budget allocation for minority affairs have been slashed by 57%, decreasing significantly from 1,575 crores in 24-25 to 678 crores in 25-26. These are hard facts. These are data. Ma'am, now I come to half accountability. After half truths, after half federalism, after half minister, after half-baked answers, I come to half accountability. A government is expected to be 100% accountable. But this coalition government believes in half accountability. You all must be wondering, where is the other 50%? Well, that's conveniently covered by the Godi media. Because if you ask the media, according to them, this government is working 200%, is functioning at 200% efficiency. And in their world, in the media's world, there are no failures. Failures are invisible. Questions are forbidden. The only policy is propaganda. Ma'am, let me make just two quick points to prove their half accountability. In price rise, the food inflation in 2024 averaged at 8%. In October, food inflation was at 14-month high. The bottom 5% spends 66 rupees a day, while the cost of 2 veg thalis exceeds 150 rupees. Household savings have dipped to a 50-year low. In case of unemployment, youth unemployment is at a staggering 45%. 3 out of 10 graduates today are unemployed. Under PMKVY, only 18% of the trained candidates were placed. Over 90% of the workforce employed in the informal sector lack job security and benefits. Madam, now I'll come to half delivery. Now let me present before you a few examples of half delivered services. Time and again, this government has misled the people, making tall claims, but has failed to deliver where it truly matters. I'll start with Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Launched with much hype and fanfare to promote girl child education and welfare, yet over 80% of the scheme's budget was spent on publicity rather than spending it on the actual benefit for girls. Then I come to Jan Dhan Yojana, bank accounts without bank services. Under the Jan Dhan Yojana, 54.66 crore, that means 50 crore, 54 crore, 66 lakh accounts were opened. But 11 crore, 58 lakh accounts remains inoperative. And out of this 54 crore accounts, 33 crore, 67 lakh accounts have balance less than 1,000 rupees. This is a perfect example of financial inclusion in paper, but financial struggle in reality. Ma'am, they spoke about doubling farmers' income, a forgotten promise.